Good evening, my dear English 9 students. Welcome to our third quarter first summative test. Here we go. For the question number 1. This means a tendency to favor one person, group, thing, or point of view over another, often in an unfair way. Question number 2. Blank is an unfavorable opinion or feeling formed beforehand or without knowledge, thought, or reason. Number 3. Blank. This happens when people rely too much on pre-existing information or the first information they find when making decisions. Number 4. Blank. This happens when journalists and news producers select the events and stories that are reported and how they are covered. Number 5. Blank is the tendency to favor information that confirms their existing belief. Number 6. This happens when one makes a wrong or uncomfortable decision to fit in to please the group of people. Next is, what number are we now? Number 7. Blank is a type of cognitive bias whereby our perceptions of someone is positively influenced by our opinions of that person's other related traits. Number 8. Blank is the belief that groups of humans possess different behavioral traits corresponding to physical appearance and can be divided based on the superiority of one race over another. Number 9. Blank is a prejudice of discrimination based on a person's sex or gender. And number 10, blank is a prejudice or discrimination on the basis of social class. Next. Test 2. For the test 2, we have, what you're going to do is you're going to write the word, not the letter. Again, what you're going to do is you're going to write the word. A prejudice or discrimination based on a person's sex or gender is that classism, sexism, ageism, or homophobia. Number 2, the tendency to favor information that confirms their existing belief is that confirmation bias, conformity bias, media bias, or halo effect. For number 3, an example of bias that based on the rule of physical attractiveness is that halo effect, or conformity bias, or confirmation bias. And the last one is media bias. For number 5, praising older people by comparing them to younger ones is that xenophobia, homophobia, classism, or ageism. Number 5, the practice of unofficially excluding women who have children from career opportunities is that sexism, racism, ageism, or nationalism. Next, for number 6. Number 6 is, this means treating a person or group differently because of the particular beliefs which they hold about a religion is that xenophobia, classism, religious prejudice, or halo effect. Number 7 refers to the tendency of the person to adapt certain behavior and act in a manner so that she feels like fitting in a particular group is that halo effect. media bias, or confirmation bias, or conformity bias. Question number 8. This happens when journalists and news producers select the events and stories that are reported and how they are covered. Is that anchoring bias, halo effect, media bias, or the confirmation bias? For number 9 question, Philippines is the most progressive country. Is that racism, nationalism, sexism, or ageism? And for number 10, treating someone unfavorably because of skin color, complexion. Is that homophobia, racism, sexism, or classism? For the test 3, what you're going to do is you're going to instruction, identify each statement if it is bias or prejudice. So you are going to write the word bias or prejudice. Question number 1. Blank, he is fond of discriminating someone with disability. Is it bias or prejudice? Number 2, she likes posting negative comments in social media about economic status of a family. Number 3, not serving someone in a restaurant or retail store because of their color or skin or race. Number 4, he won the contest because one of the judges is his father. Number 5, minor forgetfulness as a senior moment is a sign of old age. And number 6, Black people are not offered with jobs in countries dominated by white people because they are Black. Number 7, the teacher gave higher grades to those she likes. Number 8, he is easily hired of the position since one of the members of the hiring committee is his uncle. And number 9, Koreans are most hospitable among other races. Number 10, Philippines is the most beautiful country. Is that bias or prejudice? For test 4, instruction. You're going to choose that certain word. You're going to choose this certain word. Partiality, injury, unfairness, favoritism, discrimination, one-sidedness, damage, injustice, and the last one is camaraderie. You are going to choose, you need to identify if that word is prejudice or bias. So you are going to write first at the top prejudice and the other side is bias. Then you are going to write that word where that word belongs. Is it prejudice or bias? Okay. That is 8 items. All right. Thank you so much. Then what you're going to do is you're going to pass your answers. Just PM me in my messenger. Then I will gonna check that one later. Thank you so much. Once again, this is your English teacher, Franz Bayonas. Remember always the saying, the doorstep to the temple of wisdom is the knowledge of our own ignorance. Bye-bye.